Hey guys, this is Barry with FaO&x Outdoors, and we're doing
3,
another
2,
unboxing
1.
video.
Here we go!
Hey guys, this is Barry with FaO&x Outdoors, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing an unboxing video on the DYU C5. And I just want to talk to DYU real quick. Your website, number one, is annoying. It's got a ton of pop-ups. There's like a live thing going on. Then it's popping up if you want to spin a wheel, or then another thing if you want to subscribe to say 10%, stuff like that. That is so freaking annoying, especially if I want to get in and look at something or something like that. I guarantee it. Look at your data. If you're wanting to know if they're not getting a lot of retention on your website, it's just got tons of pop-up. The other thing is on your DYU C5, it says it's a 500 watt motor. Then it says it's a peak. Then it says it's a 48 volt 10 amp. And if you scroll down, it's a 250 watt motor with 36 volt 10 amp battery. Then if you scroll down a little bit more, it is a 350 watt motor, 48 volt 10 amp. And so you're kind of all over the place, and I'll just show you real quick. There's your 48 volt 10 amp there. Scroll up, and then your 36 volt 10 amp, 250, 500 watt, 48 volt 10 amp. So just go through it and just kind of clean that up, because it's all over the place. I've known you sold this bike for a while, but somebody needs to audit your just speed check your website and everything else, blah blah blah. Hopefully you've skipped that. The people are watching this that want to see the unboxing video. But actually, DYU is actually a great freaking company. I am super curious, is there anybody that has any bad experiences with them? They're so easy to get a hold of. They have their own groups on Facebook. They have live chats. They're all over the place. They are easy to get a hold of. Customer service, they should have none. Personally, I'm just curious if y'all had any bad experience in there at all. They're so easy to get a hold of. That's one of the biggest things in the industry with YouTube, me filming all these e-bikes and stuff, is that they never answer their phone. They never answer their emails. They're screwing me out of this or that, and that's never been this company. It's just, I'm curious if y'all have had any bad experience with them, because they're so easily reachable. Anyway, so let's unbox this. Let's put it together. Let's ride it and see what we think about it. But DYU, fix your website. That's aggravating. So let's get into it. All right, number one, this is beautiful. It's got QR codes. It's got please do not destroy this box, which I'm going to. It's 27.5-inch tires. This is a commuter bike. It's not a out in the woods type bike. You can, but you're probably going to destroy it. Wonderful packaging. This company's been around for a while. I've been working with them for actually years. They're one of the more powerful foldable bike companies in the industry. It's just a solid, great bike. What I'd like to see them do is make sure you have wire cutters. If they would get into the distance bikes, you know, with long distance bike, they do make one I have done a review on. It's a 20 amp hour, but it'd be neat to see one that's a little bit more robust. I have done a review on that bike. Not sure how well. This is all plastic, which is fine. Lightweight. This thing doesn't weigh a bunch of weight at all. What is this? Check your tires. Yeah, they're gonna need air in them, which is fine. They should. I really like that. I'm sorry. I know that you probably haven't watched my channel before. Welcome. But that is so cool. They put that on the tire. That's insane. Because of the experience I've had putting hundreds and hundreds of bikes together, 1,300 reviews on YouTube, and it is just refreshing to just get ahead of the issues, you know what I mean, rather than hiding from them. I love this color. It's just a flat black. It's beautiful. All right, well, so what I'm going to do is just go ahead and take all this off. This is kind of boring, so I'm going to get all this cleaned off, and we'll be back. We'll put this bad boy together. It's so pretty. It's a pretty bike. All right, so let's get this thing put together. This is loose. So this thing is $599, so it's gonna have some inexpensive stuff on here. I'm okay if it's inexpensive. I'd still like the quality to still be there, if that makes any sense. This is acting crazy. Like nice quality, but make them plastic. I get that. We got to put our own kickstand on, which sucks building this, but I've had to do that with so brake light, that just like a flashlight. It's battery powered, inexpensive, slow charger. They've always made awesome tools. Their tools, I would take this on the road going camping. It's just this quality. They do a great job here. So I mean, you can still make things like the grips are flat for your hands rather than round. Even though they might be plastic, they don't have to be leather. You can copy success. Cheaper products. Great manual. $5.99. I don't know how much, to be honest with you, they're making off this, because it's such a great bike. The welds are crazy clean, beautiful color. So let's get into this. What we'll do is we're gonna put the handlebars on first. So a company sent me this here. It's called Peaky, and it's a little drill. I've always said never use a drill on this stuff, because if you break this inside here, they have to replace all this. You don't just get a replacement on this. It's broken inside here. So that's always been a really spooky thing. These people have reached out to me multiple times saying that this stuff will work on bikes. It's inexpensive. Does that go? Because this is actually needs to be tightened. All right, that's cool. We'll put that there. All right, so that's cool. Nice little toolkit. Let's see. Oh, that is cool. So it locks itself, so this becomes just a screwdriver, which is awesome. And it's cheap. This is a very portable. I'll put it in the link in the description if you like one. Comes with a lot of little tools. Just put that right there. Alrighty, let's put this on. I love everything they're doing here. I know you're probably new to this channel, but no one does this stuff. No one breaks down what this is and how to do it. You have to read the manual. It's just, good job, guys. Good job. So it's got this little thing here where it tells you how to be center. But right now, we're gonna try to that is so cool. Okay. All right. We don't want to tighten it up too much. All right. Oh, come on. We just want it to hold there for a second. I love this little tool. This is so cool, man. I love it. This thing's cool. I don't know. I could have a different opinion on it later, but as of right now, it's done such a good job. That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna lock this down and then we'll be right back. But I do want to show you that you want to have your angle a little bit, when you're riding, you want to be able not to lift your hand up and lock it. You want the lever to be a little bit low so you can reach down and grab it, because you're wanting to have access to your hand, like grabbing it quickly. You know what I mean? Keep 2 fingers on here, lock it down just like that. So I just wanted to, I was like, I'm gonna lock this down, and they don't know. You want to have a little bit of an angle to it. That's what all I'm saying is, yeah, just have an angle to it is what I'm trying to get to. Before I turned you off, I was putting this together. I'm thinking, man, there we go. Nice little tight and quarter turn, tight and quarter turn. All right, so I lock this down, and then I'm gonna lock this down. What you want to get the stem lined up with the bottom here. I'm pretty sure if you've ridden a bike before, you remember when you were a kid, you put your feet between the legs and would adjust it. That's kind of what you do here as well. It's just a pinch nut, so it can be tightened. I just want to get it where it's not so loose. So you want to get that lined up with this stem, lined up with the tire. But okay, I'm gonna lock this down. This is all done. Then we'll get into making putting the tire on. A little bit of damage on the top here. That's quite normal, to be honest with you. And that's weird because it had a big old piece of foam on there. All right, let's look and see what tools they've given us. So this does come with all the tools you need. I'm just using some stuff companies have sent me. It does have wrenches, an extra key, which there's a key here as well. There's 2 keys. So let's open this up, because we need to get this tire on. So let's lift this up. Oh, that just came right off. Huh. So that's how it's on there. Is you got to loosen these up and it'll fall straight down. So that was crazy easy. This part of it can be a pain in the butt, but with the this style, this is a quick release. It's one of the easier ones to put on. So we're gonna get this put on, and I'm gonna show you how to lock it in. Then we need to put air in it. So it didn't come with a pump, so you're gonna need some kind of pump. If you do have an air compressor, make sure that you have one of those gauges on it. Oh, because you don't want to blow this thing up. But let's get this tire on real quick. So what you'll want to do, it's got all these little connection stuff on here. Everything about this bike is super light. So there's nothing to unscrew, just leave it all the same. What you're gonna do is you wanna put your brake on this caliper first, and then once you've got it fitted on that brake, then you can go on and lock it down. The axle down here, the two shocks has just got two little clips, and it just will fall straight down on here. Super simple, 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 simple. I'm trying not to make it hard at all. But you wanna lift this up, slide the brake on first, and then drop it straight down. Boom. Golly, that is easy. All right, I'm just gonna lean the bike because we don't have the kickstand on just yet. Will that ride? Dude, we'll probably need to put the kickstand on. Yeah, it's all together. Let's do the kickstand first because we need the kickstand to hold the bike because this isn't gonna work. All right, so let's go down and do the kickstand. All right, so there's gonna be two screws right inside here, and it's got a little clamp between it on one side, just to hold, the other side's threaded. So you just slide it up through here. You wanna make sure that, does this back up? Yeah. You want this to come backwards towards the back of the bike. So just slide that in, catch the other side. This isn't hard. Use my handy. So cool. I love this. I wouldn't use like a crazy big drill or anything, but that is insane. So it locks itself. Okay, that's not bad at all. I don't want to hurt it or break it, but I want to double check it with this bad boy. That's not bad. This thing's cool. I definitely approve this. I like this, and I will continue to keep testing it, see if it's garbage or not, because it's an inexpensive tool. And I promise you with all my heart that if this is garbage, I'm going to tell you. All right, so this is on. So now we can have the kickstand. So let's work on the front tire now. So that's going to have two springs on each side. You got a nut, pull the spring out, close it up, and put the spring on this side. And if you get the nut started, you can just spin this. So that's what I'm doing now. Makes it faster. Because this is a quick release. You can pull this right off if you're wanting to, you know, store it, or you gotta back it up just a little bit. So this is the point. I want to show you. It's a quick release if you want to store it or you want to carry it somewhere where the front tire's in the way. But putting it on, I want you to see this part. Come here. So one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to tighten it, or you don't want this to tighten up right like this. Something could hit this, open it up, and while you're riding, this thing will just unloosen itself and it'll fall off. What you want to do is lock it right there. If you lock it like that, nothing will hit this. It just becomes part of this part here. So just a little heads up, and now this is permanent, which I love this design. Whoever invented that, great job. All right, next thing we need to do is put on this front fender. When you put the front fender on, you'll see this little tab. That tab needs to be all in the front. The rest of the fender needs to cover the back side of the bike. So we need to get this screw off, which it looks like it's this right here, which is awesome. This used to not have a welded nut on it, and that just makes your life so much easier. I used to have a screw and a washer, and it was horrible to put this on. Now it's just a little horrible. Come on, there we go. Now we'll need to put this on as well. This is your headlight, so you will put this and this on together, and this moves up and down, so it will, all this will screw in together. So we're gonna knock that out now. Boom. And boom. Alrighty, lift this up, lock it down. That is so cool. I love this tool. All right, next thing is the sides. I guess, what's wrong? There it is, okay. Well, man, this just makes it so much easier with this tool. And we'll do the other side. There we go. That is too cool. All right, so we need to put air in this thing. A company I have been using for years, if you're wanting a lightweight pump to do long distance riding and you want to make sure that you're going to need some stuff to take care of tires and stuff like that. Flextail has sponsored this company, my YouTube channel, for years. And they just sent me a new one. I just want to show it to you. The only downside to Flextail, it doesn't tell you how much air you're putting in it. Let me go grab it real quick. This thing weighs freaking ounces. There is nothing freaking to it. And this actually unscrews too. It comes with all kinds of different little adapters, but this literally weighs nothing. But again, it doesn't tell you how much air you're putting in the tire. And I have talked to them about that in the past, and they said they're working on something, but they're really trying to focus on the weight. You're having to carry something else with this, which makes it more weight. So take a look. It'll actually pump my my Jeep tires, but it'll take like 10 days to do it. That's plenty. Alrighty, but yeah, I want to just see this. It's so simple and easy to use. It's called Flextail. If you're wanting one of these, I'll put it in the description below. But man, it would just be neat if they had just to tell you what you're putting in it. Just something super simple, but love this company. Super lightweight, doesn't weigh anything. So these are plastic. Everything about this bike is pretty plasticky. I'm not saying anything bad about it. It's gonna be lightweight. It's just, you're gonna have to take care of it. It's a little bit more fragile than things that are aluminum. Let's see, does this say L on it somewhere? Is it supposed to one side? Oh, it does. All right, so there's the R, there's the L. So the L stands for rider's left, rider's right. So this side is left, rider's left, and it should be able, we're supposed to tighten it lefty-tighty. One thing you don't want to do is cross thread it. So if it doesn't go on by your fingers, then don't put it on at all. Stop what you're doing and readjust. You can do it, let's see, like this too. It goes in quick. Boom. Tighten it down. Boom. And the other side is righty-tighty. I'm going to knock that out because we got to knock out this rear rack and put some air in this tire. Put the seat on. We'll take a look at the gauges. We'll ride it. So we're almost done. Let me get the other side done. Alrighty. So let's get this on. So I'm going to get the top screws. There we go. Boom. Now, what I was saying before, a lot of people use aftermarket stuff, and so sometimes you have to manufacture. You're having to force this stuff to work when it normally doesn't, and I don't know if it's the case here or not, so I don't want to speak ill on something I don't know. But I'll tell you what, a lot of them, when you're putting these on, they're making them in another factory or they're buying them, and it's sometimes can be a pain for all this to, you'll have to force it. And I'm sitting here about to start my journey here. All right, this isn't that bad, not yet anyway. But I did have to just squeeze it for it to work, but that's not that big a deal. I might get the Allen wrench and go back and tighten this stuff because I don't want this to come off. All right, putting the bigger Allen on here now. I know this could be a little bit boring. Try to come down here and y'all can help me. Super easy. Super easy. All right, so you get the idea. I'll tighten the other side. This is super simple. And let's go look at the electronics. I know I said the electronics, but I wanted to get the seat on real quick. And what you do is you'll stick it straight through here. There's a little thing that you can tighten. So if this comes, you pull this and your seat falls, what you need to do is open this up and then just tighten this right here. And that will make this from it, because it's just a pinch type system here. And that right there. Just make sure it's level and the height is right. So we're ready now. I don't mean to keep you from the electronics, LOL. So let's get into it. This is very common. This is old school for sure. Some of the old LCD screens I've had back like 3 years ago. Let's get this thing fired up. Boom, hopefully you can see that. So it's on KM and we want it to be miles per hour. The screen is a little bit light as well, but see the pedal, PAS stands pedal assist. So as you're pedaling, it assists you, but it's on 0 right now. It's the throttle, so nothing will happen right now. So if you pedal assist 1, 2, 3, 4, no? So it's just 3, okay. All right, just making sure. Here's your bars on your power. It kind of tells you when you're the halfway part. So what we need to do is change some of this stuff. So you're gonna hit the plus and the minus button at the exact same time. Hopefully you can see that. All right, so what is this? All right, so this brightness. Here's your KM, miles per hour. And what is this? I don't know what that is, but it doesn't, I can't change it. So I'm gonna hit the plus and minus button at the exact same time again. Boom, so now we're in miles per hour and the screen is much brighter, which is awesome. When you're at night riding, you might wanna turn that down. So again, you just push the plus and minus button at the exact same time, and then you can turn this down because that'll be way too bright if you're riding on a trail at night. All right, so let's get this back up. Then we'll hit the plus and minus button again. Boom, and then I'm gonna hold the plus button for just a second. Boom, so we got the headlight. Hopefully you can see that. So there's the headlight, just brought it down just a little bit. So that's the plus button. We'll turn that off. Hold the arrow button up for just a second. I'm curious, I'm holding the plus button, or the, all right, nothing. Oh, no, it will. So when you hold the down button, it will actually walk you. So you don't have to ride the bike or pedal it or hit any kind of throttle. Just hold the down button and it will start to walk you home, LOL. But okay, so we're done with that. So let's get this thing cameraed up and let's take it for a ride. School bike, $5.99, ain't much to it. Dude, this bike literally just weighs nothing. There's not much to it. I mean, it's a low amp hour battery, but yeah, just super lightweight. But let's take it for a spin. Let's see what this thing can do. All right, let's put it on pedal assist 1. Let's see, throttle's right here. Ooh, that is very slow response. I want to put it on gear 7. Honestly, it feels good. Little bell's making a noise. It's all loose. I need to tighten that down. But yeah, it don't feel bad. Cable brakes, which is kind of crappy, but that's what you expect for you know, $5.99. But yeah, pedal assist 1. We're at 10 miles per hour. Pedal assist 2. I mean, it feels good actually. It's a little far forward. I mean, I'm 6 foot and I'm pretty comfortable. But I could see how people might not like this. Let's see what pedal assist 3 is. And it's not like the Newton meters, that thing that kind of pushes you forward. It doesn't feel, it don't feel bad. There's no ghost pedaling at all. It feels good. Ghost pedaling means when you're riding, there's no resistance. I don't feel anything. And this, I feel resistance. It feels good to me. So we're on the top speed. We're going about 20 miles per hour, going uphill. It's doing fine. I like this. I actually like this bike. I'm gonna give it a little gas here. But let me see something here. I want to hit the throttle and I want to hold down the negative. Sometimes that'll give you cruise control. Oof, just checking how straight it runs. So pedal assist 3, I'm not pedaling at all. We're actually going up a hill. It's pretty steep. Things doing really well. So it's just 1. Yeah. It's actually, so when I'm going to 1, it doesn't really show any difference. And I'm not pedaling at all. I'm just kind of seeing what it's doing on this hill. Actually looking for deer as well. It's a little early, but yeah, very controlled. Man, the brakes suck on this thing. I don't like the brakes at all. But okay, well, that's all I need to see. It's about 10 miles per hour, 15 miles per hour, and then 20 miles per hour with pedal assist 1, 2, and 3. There's no change. There's no change on 0 either. Huh. So yeah, let's get home and let's talk about it. All right, so what do we think about it? Well, I like the color. I love the flat black. I love the rack. It's $5.99 for a bike that would probably go about 15 miles, 20 miles per hour. You know what I mean, with throttle. Things I hate about it is I hate the brakes. The brakes suck. They put cable brakes with single pistons. They just suck. I don't like the seat, the little pinch thing that they got here. Usually the companies use Allens. You're gonna have to get a pair of pliers and crank on that. I can't keep it up. So I need a tool. Yeah, I don't like the seat clamp thing. That seat's not bad. But for $5.99 with just a few little things to it, it could be a great bike, I guess. So it's okay. So if you like videos like this, hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell. I'll be honest with you always. The P-kit key that I was telling you about, the only down thing I don't like about that drill, that it doesn't show you when it's fully charged. When you plug it in, it just has a light. There's not a red and a green. So you don't know if it's fully charged. It's a little bit wonky. I like it. It's okay. It's okay. And it's cheap, but I don't like that. On the flex tail, crazy light. I will always carry that with me. Even on my motorcycle trips, I'll carry that. But I wish it just had a little gauge to tell me how much air I'm putting on it. They're so worried about the weight to being super light, but we have to carry something else that adds weight. So, you know what I mean? Anyway, love you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all later. Appreciate y'all.